going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new trading video. Today I'm going to be talking about some low budget investing that is going to be long term. This is a follow-up video for us getting into investing again after liquidating yesterday, I guess it would be, or earlier today is when the video went up. So we're almost at 3 million coins, and this is definitely a low budget investment method. So it's not going to take very many of our coins at all, but it will be making us some profit in the long run, and it's going to be based off of league SBCs. So before we get started, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel for daily trading tips along with squad building challenge guides, the Trading to Glory series, and many other FIFA 18 content. And let's go ahead and shoot for 1,000 likes on this video. That would be absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and get started. What we saw earlier this week is a release of a couple of more league SBCs. We saw the Daré Jamil, which is the Saudi Arabian league, and then we saw the League One Conforama, which is the French league, get released earlier this week. And obviously a lot of those cards ended up going up in price, but if you take a look at what cards go up the most when these league SBCs drop, it's the positions that don't have gold cards but also are, you know, in demand, and they're some of the better teams, especially in the League One, where Cavani is actually a pretty good reward. When you're looking at the J League, and most likely Utaka or somebody along those lines is going to be the reward, there's not going to be too much demand, and not so many people are going to be doing the J League. But when we're looking at some of these bigger leagues like League One, you have a lot of teams that don't have full gold defense, which makes these left backs that aren't gold, they skyrocket in price. They go from 1,000 coins before the league SBC, and then they rise up to, you know, easily on some of these SBCs, they get up to nearly extinction. We saw that on some of the Russian league SBCs as well, which isn't even one of the bigger leagues. So we're going to take a look at some of the big leagues that haven't been released yet. We're going to see some of the best investments we can make out of those. And guys, these are just examples. I don't want everybody to go out and buy the same cards, because ultimately, if we all buy the same cards, it's just simply not going to work very well. So the first team that I've looked at is Bournemouth, and then we're going to go ahead and kind of do the rest of the teams on the fly. I haven't really looked at any other teams, but Bournemouth is going to be our first example here, and I found that they only have one right back on Bournemouth. Now, unfortunately, this right back right now is pretty inflated. That's pretty expensive there, given the fact that he's a decent card and also a 73 rated rare silver, and the only right back from Bournemouth. He's up in price, but once I find a good deal on him, I'm definitely going to swing in and buy one of those cards. Then we move on to, let's see, some other, well, Brighton actually just got promoted, so they're most likely going to not have a full gold defense. Let's see what gold defenders they actually do have, and that's going to determine what what silver and bronze defenders we need to buy. So if we scroll across, we can basically see that there's only two gold defenders. You got Shalato, who's a right back, and then we have a center back who's Dunk, which means that there's going to be needing a silver center back or a bronze center back, and also going to be needing a silver or bronze right back. So we're going to look at the right back first and see, or left back that is, because Shalato was a right back. So we're going to look at the left backs. Let's see who they have here. They've got Rosenor here. Rosenor, and he's the only one, it looks like. No, we've got a couple of others, but when it comes down to it, this Suttner and the Bong guy, they're going to be a lot more expensive given the fact that they're high-rated, rare silvers. There's not as much supply. So let's go ahead, maybe pick up one of each, though, if they are super cheap. So let's see what the cheapest ones are. It's going to be Rosenaire here. You can get him for 500 coins. You can probably get him on bid for even cheaper, which is probably what I'm going to do. And then we can look at Bong and Sutter, I believe his name was, and pick up one of them. So we've got Bong here going for 750. That's not too bad for a 73 rated rare left back with, you know, decent stats as well in the Premier League. So we're going to send that to the club. And when we send it to the club, we're just going to leave it there. We're not going to worry about it until either there's a Premier League leak for this SBC and cards like this rise in price, or the actual SBC does end up dropping. That's when we're going to take a look at it and sell our cards after we've held them for a while. Now, the Premier League could drop here in a couple of weeks. Normally, they drop on a Friday, maybe every 3 weeks. It depends on EA, though. They could drop them every 2 weeks, every 4 weeks. Just depending on EA. Let's go ahead and take a look at center backs, though. We know that there is a gold one, but we're looking at the silvers. We've got Goldson, we've got Hunemeyer, and we've also got Duffy here. So there's definitely a few different options, but when we look at it, I don't think there's any bronze cards, so you're going to have to go with a silver, which is going to make it a little bit more expensive. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cheapest silver cards here. So let's go ahead and pick up a Hunnemeyer, and we're also going to pick up one Duffy here because he is a 74 rated rare silver here, which could go up a lot in price once the actual SBC drops. So let's go ahead and send those both to the club. We're not going to worry about those cards for a while. So you guys are kind of getting a grasp on the concept. Let's go ahead and look at a couple of other teams. And what I do want to point out is you don't need to... Let's go with Huddersfield because they also got promoted recently. They might not have all gold defenders as well. Looks like Jorgensen is the only one, which is a center back. So the fullbacks, especially if there's only like one fullback on the on either side, they're going to go up a lot. Let's look at the right back. We've got Craney and we've got Smith, and we've got Hayter. I'm not going to try to pronounce that one. There's 3 different non-rares there, so those probably aren't going to go up that much, given the fact that there's a lot of different options there. This one, we've got 2 different options. One's a rare 71 rated, one's a non-rare 73, which, in my opinion, those could get expensive. Those could definitely get expensive. So let's go and take a look at the cheapest ones. Right now, there are none cheaper than 900, but we've got one on bid for 300 here, so we're going to go ahead and bid on that card. But what we also noticed is that there weren't more than one gold center back. So let's go ahead and see if there are any bronze center backs on the team. There is going to be a few, so that's not going to be expensive at all. But the fullbacks could definitely go up in price. But what I do want to mention is it doesn't have to be defenders. It's just most commonly the defenders are the ones that go up in price a lot. But if you take a look at teams like Tigres, even the silver midfielders went up a ton when the SBC was dropped. So let's go ahead and take a look at the midfielders from Huddersfield. Let's see if they have full gold midfielders. They've got Aaron Moy here. That looks like the only one from Huddersfield that's going to end up being gold. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bronze midfielders from Huddersfield, see what supply there is here. And what you do also have to note is you're not going to be able to go with all bronzes in these league SBCs. You're going to have to go with some golds, some silvers to get the rating. So here we've got a couple of them. We've got a CDM Booty. We've got a center attacking mid, Boyle, and we've got Sabiri, a left mid. So when it comes down to it, I haven't seen any right mids that are gold or silver, gold or bronze, so they're going to have to be silver. So let's go ahead and take a look at the right mids in the club. So when it comes to right mids in the club, you've got 2 options. You're going to have Lally and you're going to have Kachunga. So let's go ahead and pick up one of each of those cards because those would definitely go up in price, especially if it's a formation that you need wingers. If the Huddersfield specific SBC doesn't need wingers, then obviously they're not going to go up very much, but they could actually still rise slightly. So let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and bid 350 on that Lolly card. We're going to pick him up for pretty cheap and hold him in the squad for a while. Let's go to a different league. It doesn't have to be the Premier League. We can go with any league that hasn't been announced yet, that hasn't been released yet. So we're going to go Calcioa. Let's just look at Torino. Let's see what center backs or defenders they have at Torino. They've got themselves a center back. They've got a left back. They've got 2 left backs. They've got a right back. Overall, do they only have 1 center back that's gold? So, no, they have 2 center backs that are gold. So Torino's not going to work as an investment in terms of defenders. Udinese. Udinese might work. Let's see what defenders they have there. They've got a center back. They've got a right back, but that might be it. They've got a center back and a right back. Okay, so that's it for the Udinese. I don't know how to pronounce their name. I apologize. But let's go to the left back because we didn't see a gold left back. Let's see what left backs they have in their club. Ooh, there's only 1 left back, and he is a rare. That's not true. There's a non-rare as well. I stand corrected. I thought there was only 1, but that is not true. There are 2. Let's go and pick up this Pizea here for 300. That cannot go wrong there. And when it comes down to it, that Pizea is really going to be the only option to go with because that 73 rated rare card is going to be really, really expensive. Let's see if we can pick up one of those rare cards for cheap. We can. Samir here. Let's go and pick him up for 500. We're just going to send him to the club. We're going to hold on to him until this Calcioa SBC ends up dropping. And those cards are definitely going to end up rising. Let's do one more team before the end of the video. Spal here could probably work. Hellas Verona. Let's go with Hellas Verona here. Defender and gold. Let's see what we've got from Hellas Verona. We've got a center back, another center back. Do they have any fullbacks that are gold? Doesn't look like they have any fullbacks that are gold, so let's go and look at the right back and the left back. It's normally the right back and the left back that we're going to be investing in here, just simply because based off of previous SBCs, those are the cards that end up rising the most. We're going to go ahead and bid on that Ferrari because it looks like this Ferrari card is the only right back on Hellas Verona. It's the only right back you can go with. He's a high-rated non-rare silver. Let's go to the left backs here from Hellas Verona. We've got a high-rated rare bronze card, which isn't going to be on the market very much because he's so high-rated for a bronze and rare. Not too many people are going to be packing him, but there's also two other options. You've got Albertazzi and Supre, and so overall, these cards would rise, but they're not going to be as much as the right back. Let's see what is the deal we could get on some of these cards. We can get a Supre in here for 400 coins, and that's where I'm going to finish off the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If it did end up helping you guys out, make sure to drop a like. As I said, let's shoot for 1,000 likes on the video, and also subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. As I mentioned earlier, tons of perks for subscribing. You guys can turn on that notification if you, want to see the videos. That's what I'm kind of here for. So turn on the bell if you guys want to see the videos, and yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace out.